So now that the main part of the car is done, the LS swap, I now need to hit everything else about this car. As you can see, I need to do something with this paint. I need to put in filler panels, I need to clean up the chrome, I need to do the interior, and I need to change these rims. Now, I already have brand new ones for it, and those are going on in this video, but the rest of everything, I need to still figure out. Welcome to Pomeroy's Garage, where I turn poor choices into content, and one of my most recent poor choices has been this 1985 Buick LeSabre. It is one of the coolest cars I have in my collection because it is LS swapped. It makes around 411 rear wheel horsepower, and everything was done right. The transmission's built, the engine's built, the rear end's built, and I have all the appropriate mods. But now I need to get into the aesthetics. I mean, the paint is ratchet, and I kind of like it that way, but maybe I need a clear coat. I need to fix up all the chrome. I need to redo the whole interior. I need to get new speakers, and I gotta put new rims on. Today in this video, we're gonna go over everything I need, get your guys' feedback on what I should do, and go from there. First thing before anything else is I'm going to change these rims. I already have new OZ racing rims to put on this thing, and I think it's going to totally change the look of the car, and you guys will see where I'm coming from when I talk about the interior. For the interior, I want to do something like a 2014 Camaro interior. And before you guys say anything, look at these pictures of a Grand National I saw at LS Fest a couple of years ago, and just look how good it looks. I want to emulate that, still keep the classic look of this interior. So the first thing we'll do is put the rims on, and then we'll talk about what's going on inside here. They're over here beside my Corvette. Oh, poor baby. I'm gonna get you out in the summertime, I promise. But for right now, let's go take a look at these things. Here they are, right here. Come on, please tell me you see the vision. I was thinking I could run something like these Buick Roadmaster rims. These OZs are just so much better. Now that I'm looking at these rims here, I have no idea if they're gonna fit because I put the 1.5 drop on this thing. I guess we'll see. Before you come at me using a chrome socket for impact, it's literally the only one I have that fits. So I guess we'll see how this looks right now. I love the way this looks right now. Oh my gosh. Wow, I am at a loss for words. These rims totally changed the look of this car. If you look at the before and the after, it sits better. These rims definitely fill out the wheel wells so much better. I do need to give them a big clean, and I'm debating on making them a darker gray, maybe like a Z06 rim, you know, the Elco rims on the C5. I love that color of rim on this car. I think it would look really nice. These absolutely changed the whole car. Big shout out to Mike Lawrence for giving me these rims. He does have caps that go on the middle. They have the Buick emblem, but I lost them. He made these amazing caps. I lost them. I don't know where they are. So I have to go through all of my tires to go find these caps, but they look really, really good on this car. And the fact that this is a Buick just makes it even more special. They do really need a good cleaning. Like, they're just disgusting. They haven't been cleaned since I got them, and that was probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago maybe. I'm so happy. That just looks so good. One thing I need to tackle in a later video is this. As you can see, this is not supposed to look like this. This is totally dry rotted. My dad did get me new ones for Christmas, so shout out to my dad. So I'm gonna put new ones on here soon, probably when I get the interior done. The interior needs to be done in a very specific way. One thing I do want to mention is this headliner is going to be changed. I think I'm going to do a green suede or a black suede. Let me know down in the comments what I should do, because there's a lot of things that determine what color I get this. So for example, these seats. I know I'm going to get flamed in the comments. I want to get rid of these seats. And the reason being is because I have a lot of sleeper cars like this. I have a lot that have the whole original interior. And what I want to do is something I never really do, and do a custom interior. And by custom, this is what I mean. So I want to get a leather G-body steering wheel from like a Regal or something like that. That's kind of OEM plus style. I want to change this dash. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it black or make it back to this factory green. You guys let me know down in the comments. These seats, I want to change. And as I mentioned before in the start of the video, I want to get bucket seats with a center console. As you can see here, I have my shifter on the floor. And what I want to do is I want to build in a box like how you see like kind of on the donks. This guy at LS Fest, he did an amazing job on his Grand National, and I kind of want to copy that vibe. One thing I'm going to have to do is change this carpet. It's totally faded and disgusting, has grease all built into it. And what I want to do is I want to make it either black or bring it back to the green, change the floor mats, and put a suede headliner in. Put suede on these A-pillars here going all the way back. I think that would just look really nice, in my opinion, and it would update the car a lot. Now, the biggest thing I want to do is, well, number one, I need to get speakers and a radio in here. I'm not going to go crazy and cut my door panels and put a bunch of speakers in. That's not what I want to do. I want to keep it stock looking that way. So what I want to do, though, is add a Apple CarPlay system. I want a touchscreen. I think it's easier for me because I want to drive this car on trips. That's another reason why I'm going to change the seats. Because these seats are amazing, they're so comfortable, but they don't have a lot of lumbar support. And if I'm going to take them on long trips, I live in Ontario, Canada. I want to get to Florida. That's a 24-hour trip. I don't want to be sitting in this car hurting my back the whole time. Another thing that bothers me, and it's kind of a me thing, is this wood or fake wood plastic crap. It's fading on the top from being from California. And what I want to do is maybe, I don't know, suede or leather over this or get it re-dipped in the wood. But if I'm going to put leather here and suede here and all this stuff, I don't really know if I need the wood accents. You guys let me know down in the comments what you guys would think. I'll show you what I want to do in a couple of shorts, but I kind of just want to make this car look new, but also old at the same time. And when it comes to the exterior of this car, what you see is what you get. This is kind of how I want it to look. I'm going to clear coat over all of, well, the whole car to make sure I don't rust through and get rotted and stuff like that. As you can see, this went down to bare metal and now it's rusting through, and I really don't want that. But the bumper fillers I have for the front and the rear, and I'm just going to get those painted back to the green that it was originally and kind of just bring it back to preserve the way it looks right now and leave it the way it is, because I really like this look. Redo the fillers, put in some tint so you can't see inside, and maybe put another cover on this just because that annoys me a little bit. But other than that, I like the car exactly the way it is. If you guys know of good headlight companies, please let me know, email me, let me know down in the comments, because I want to change those to something LED. I know that's not everyone's favorite, and I don't want to go with those idiotic, ugly ones that everyone goes with. I really want this car to look classy, new, and modern. These cracks here, I don't really like, and I'm also cracking at the back, and I know these rear taillights are really hard to find, but it's cracking there, it's cracking here, it's cracking there. That really ruins the aesthetic of the whole car. Not that it is a show queen by any standards, but that's just annoying to me. Now, since the last video, this car has got some upgrades. The transmission was rebuilt, and there's line lock in the car now. What else has been done to this car? Oh, there's a new intake on the engine, so let me show you guys that right now. So this does look a little bit different than it did before. That's because it has an LT4 intake. It had a 02 Cadillac Escalade intake on it before, and that was fine, but this one adds a little bit more horsepower, better airflow, and a little bit better of an intake. I was against it before because I liked having the Cadillac Escalade cover on it, but if this one's gonna make more horsepowers, you know, I'm okay with that. It made 411 horsepower on the dyno with this current setup, and I'm very, very happy with that. This is like a 3,700 pound car or 3,500 pound car with 411 rear wheel horsepower. That is more than enough, and it's reliable. I got AC. I'm very happy with this. If you guys want to know this whole engine setup, I'm going to put it in the description below so you guys can copy the whole thing. Let's just go take it for a drive with these new rims because I'm really excited. I just went to go get my tripod. Oh my gosh, that sits so well. Look at that. For the radio, I was thinking something maybe like a retro manufacturing. I know that's not a touchscreen, but it is Bluetooth. But wow, wouldn't a touchscreen just look so good in there? I think we'll have to go with the touchscreen. Also, by the way, here's my line lock right here. I have to go test that out because I haven't even tried it yet. Fingers crossed. This car boogies, I tell ya. Holy smokes. Wow, that's so much fun. Oh my Lord. So one thing I do notice while driving it, I need to change, obviously, the pressure in the tires because the passenger side tire is hitting the inner fender. So I either have to bend that fender back in with a hammer, but I think they're plastic, so I might have to figure out a different plan for that. But other than that, holy shit. This car is so much fun. I do need to fix this weather stripping though. You can literally hear all the wind coming out of it. Wow. Wow, I'm so happy. This thing is so sick. I cannot wait for it to be done and go to LS Fest. Check out this gauge in the middle. It has been replaced with my RPM gauge and it looks so cool. Oh my gosh. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video on my Buick LeSabre. I'm really excited for this car. There's so much potential on this thing, exterior-wise, interior-wise, and just being able to drive it as a daily driver, bring it to LS Fest and car shows, and being able to see you guys, I'm just super stoked. If you have any ideas for the exterior or for the interior, make sure to drop them down below in the comments. And also in the description, I'm gonna put the whole engine mod list so you guys can build the same thing that I built and kind of get almost the same amount of power. Anyways, if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And like this video because it pushes my videos out to more people. I can do more content just like this. Peace out, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.